Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Simple to Stunning layout design class. Today is class 23 and we are in week 8. So that was yesterday's layout, and now we are going to pull in some of these simple stories, papers, and embellishments, because obviously these two layouts are going to go back to back. Not back to back, they're actually, you're going to see both of these layouts in the album. One's going to be on the back of one page and one will be the front of the other page. So I wanted to make sure that they didn't look the same. So we are going to take these and cut them, the red and white gingham paper there, and go ahead and cut that to a 6x12, and then I'm going to adhere that right to the flower. So my half and half of this today is going to go on the horizontal. I did pull in some of these other papers that I had, which are not simple stories, and I'm not sure what they are, but they're very citrus feeling, and since we are still at the citrus farm, I decided to go for it. But I did get, I believe we're going to end up getting 5 photos on this layout. So, oh yeah. So I take that first cluster and I just, get those all on there. The 5th photo is going to be pieced together on this paper, but you're not going to be able to see that because it is a busier pattern, so you really aren't going to be able to see that I pieced it together. But I did just want to make sure that I had all 5 of my photos on there. And we're just going to go ahead, and I don't line it up, I overlap it. And by doing that, I ensure that there is no gaps in my mat. I do apologize if my voice sounds a little funky. I just woke up, and normally I wake up earlier, but I am just now starting on my first cup of coffee. So this was like when it was hot and we were getting done with, being at the citrus farm and feeding the cows. And we had a whole bunch of feed left, and this one cow would open its mouth for me. And she really wanted to pour the food in there, but I was showing her how, and she would do it. Poor Whitney kept watching me. She was like, no, I'm good. But yeah, he would just open his mouth, let me pour some feed in, and then he would chew it up, and then he'd open his mouth again. I'm like, you guys have got to be full. I mean, there were a whole bunch of people feeding them. I can only imagine how much food they get. So I am taking the candy apple. I think that's candy apple. You're not 100% sure. Distress ink. It's either, I think it's Barn Door. It's either Barn Door or candy apple. Anyway, the distress ink, and I am just inking on the edges of the photos. And then I'm trying to see if I can use this diagonal paper that was from whatever week we did the diagonal. But alas, I decide to pull out some of the white, and I go ahead and mat my photos several different times. I don't make you watch me do that. In between each layer, though, I do ink them up. Now I'm going to create a photo cluster, and I am taking 2 of those craft bags, and I'm going to lay them down. I'm just going to adhere all of the pictures together. And like I said, I keep getting sidetracked, guys. My family just got up and they're needy. So I'm going to lay those down, the 2 craft bags, on the background, and use that to kind of mat, to kind of be the base of where all my photos are going to go. So I do move this guy. I'm trying to figure out how to best get the photos on there without making the craft bags look like they totally just do not belong. I like that, but I'm like, man, I got a 5th photo, so we've got to get it in. So we are going to get it right there, and then I'm going to come in, and I'm going to pretty much just run the pictures off of the craft bags. And I took all that time to line it up, and then I'm like, yeah, that was great. I moved them, so I just kind of set them back together, and I'm like, oh, I just love it. I just made it work. Then I'm like, I don't know why I keep trying to pull it out, because it's not going to pull out. It's going to rip everything. So, yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. I get it on, and I'm like, yes, I love it. All right, so I did go through my big mega kit and pull out some of the simple story stuff, as you see in the beginning, but then I even broke it down even further, like I always do, and just pulled out some of the things that would go with we've got going on here. So my title is going to be So Cool. And then I'm going to take all these little citrus pieces, and we are going to start popping them in and around the pictures. So once again, we are going to have one giant photo cluster and embellishment cluster in the center of the page. So I'm going to pop some of the items up on some foam, and other ones I am going to lay flat to the page. That is just my Brutus Monroe big foam roll. It's like the third one that I went through. So yeah, it's a good deal. But also I haven't went to the dollar store in forever, and I need to get me some just the unfun foam or whatever that stuff is in the kids section. So I'm going to go ahead and just tuck some things into the bags at the top. And again, more foam. I just use my pin blade knife to pop off the release paper. And I'm just sticking things in where I think they might go. We got this cute little apron. I don't know, it seemed like it would work, right? I'm gonna put this little word down here at the bottom. It says summertime. There's a lot of different kits, and they all have summertime or summer in it, so I try to at least get one summer element on each page, so that at the end, when I'm scrapbooking, like the very last things, I don't have all things that just say summer. However, it's probably not going to be a problem, but I did clean out one of my 4x6 iris cases, you guys. I have it sitting in front of me because we are getting ready to go into the evening of this day, where we basically just swam in the pool, and my husband took tons of pictures of us, and then I took tons of pictures when he was in the pool. So I went ahead and got out all my pool stuff, and we're not big pool people, so everyday life does not include a pool. Only on vacation, so obviously I've got to try to use some of, if not most of that up, because a lot of the things have been kicking around forever. I do have the 6x4 sticker book, and I pull out some of the stickers and just try to get them onto the page. I really wanted to use those florals, but I had so much going on that wasn't going to work. Now I'm just going to keep flipping through, find cute little boxes and things that I can tuck in. Any little bits, just here and there where I can add a few things. A couple more wordy bits. Stick them around. Alright, so this video is quickly coming to an end. Do not forget that we have a Facebook group for this class series, and that my classes will be changing up. They will no longer be 8-week series. Mixed Media will be a Monday series on my channel, and The Simple to Stunning will be a Tuesday series on my channel. So go ahead, check us out, continue to play along. Let me know what you guys thought of this class. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Click that subscribe button down below if you have not already. I'm going to take the same Distress ink and ink the I believe I just inked the blue part, the flowered part of the paper, and I have no idea who I'm watching on YouTube, but you guys captivate me sometimes. Alright, so I am going to bring in day 1, and there is day 2. I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Here are some close-ups. You guys have a fabulous day.